Hi everyone, good morning. Thanks for joining. We're all having fun in Orlando, the weather's lovely. So I am Bali March and with me is Corinne Nero. You can't hear me? No. I'm moving it. Is this better? Let's move it. Use the other mic. Okay.
Hi. I feel so loud. Hi again. So I am Bali March. I'm Chief Operating Officer of North America with OrCam. And with me is Corinne Nero, and she'll be joining, doing the demonstration about our products. So full financial disclosure, we're employed by OrCam. Corinne, is this the right one? Yes. So we will be talking about the Maya and the Read devices. Just looking around the room, are you guys familiar with the OrCam Read Maya? Great. Okay, good. And so just so you understand what we'll be discussing, we will be having a very basic overview of AI. We're going to talk about the differences between online and offline solutions. Online and offline solutions and how that impacts our users. And then we're really going to dive in specifically to the OrCam portfolio. So wearable versus handheld, online enabled features, multi-featured offerings as vision worsens potentially, and stationary versus mobile offerings. Okay? So, how many people here are having vision challenges in the audience? Is anyone here an actual user? Okay, thanks, I see one. Do you have a smartphone? Do you have a smartphone? Yeah? Do you have vision enabling applications on your phone? Do you use any apps? No, okay, thank you, just feeling out the room. Does anyone else use any assistive technology for vision or reading? No. But you're familiar with using it for other people. Okay, so what we're gonna do is give you a really high level of understanding what the offerings are. Okay, so with this slide, this is just really basic.
Can you hear me or am I really loud?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So typically, what ends up happening is vision changes is a progression, right? So what typically happens is people will be offered different products throughout their vision loss journey, unfortunately. So with mild vision loss, people tend to use magnifiers. As they have moderate vision losses, they'll have handheld devices that are portable and read text out loud. And then with severe vision loss, people tend to go to a stationary reader. So in terms of AI assistance, AI is critical in that it evolves with the user, right? So AI is a field of study that creates machines and computers that can learn and perform tasks that usually require human intelligence. So they learn, they reason, they act in ways that would typically require human intelligence. With OCR is optical character recognition. It's considered AI, but it's really not. What ends up happening is our devices and many devices are able to read the text out loud. So take written text, read it out loud. AI is able to understand the content and actually respond to the user. And that is significantly different than just basic reading aloud. OrCam has been on the market for over 12, it's actually closer to 15 years now, has its own unique algorithm. So hours and hours of usage to continuously learn and improve accuracy. And that means that it's advanced and has a lot of user hours behind it. How am I doing on time? Oh, I'm recording, right? Good. So we're gonna talk about two devices very specifically so that you understand the offerings, and then we'll get to the demo because you really wanna see it live. So the first is the OrCam, I need the mic. the OrCam Read. And we're going to talk about the Read 3. It's a handheld device. It's this small. It has yellow buttons for people with some mild vision loss, and Corinne is going to demonstrate it. What's important here is to understand offline, right? No data is shared or stored. It's point and click. You take one quick picture, and it can read out loud to you. Without Wi-Fi, that's basic. In addition, it already has in the device over 1 million barcodes stored, so it can read and tell you what basic products are out on the market. It recognizes currency from around the world, and it has a feature called Smart Reading. And Smart Reading is really incredible because without Wi-Fi connection, it actually can find key phrases or identify key items on a menu, a bill, makes it really easy to find information. And Corinne's going to show us that.
You want me to go now?
Okay. Now, with a Wi-Fi connection, the Read 3, as well as the Read 5, can actually work as a magnifier as well, right? So it's able to stay throughout the continuum of vision loss. It can magnify text so people with usable vision can read off of a computer screen. It can actually recognize handwriting and translate it into computer font. It translates from multiple languages. It can respond to user questions orally. And it can actually search for additional information on the topic of a person putting the text in front of them that may not be in the written text. So it can source outside information verbally. Finally, it can save PDF, text, or audio file. And finally, the OrCam My Eye, which is just the little device. It happens to be worn on glasses. The glasses are an accessory. If someone wears glasses, you can connect it to most glasses. And same idea, point and click feature. It can read text. Corinne is going to show us a couple of examples. It also has the barcodes and world currency, but without any Wi-Fi necessary, it can actually recognize faces as well. So it will be able to recognize someone and tell you their name out loud once you store them in. And in terms of magnification features, same features online. It'll work as an assistant. It'll translate text, and it can read handwriting. I'm going to stop talking unless there's some questions, because I think really what's exciting is seeing the products firsthand, but understanding the critical piece of the devices have many offerings that can be used anywhere, and then when you do connect to a screen, Wi-Fi, you are able to have a product that moves throughout a person's needs. Fair? Okay, Rin, over to you.
All right. Okay. All right. So the first thing I'm going to demonstrate is just the general OCR features. So with our devices, any of the devices, either one, when it's offline, I'm going to be able to read any kind of text. So I've got a menu here as an example. What I'm going to do is point my device at the page about 12 inches away. I'm going to press one button, and it's going to go ahead and capture the picture and start reading.
Appetizers. Skip one line of unreadable text. Fried to a crisp golden brown.
Can you guys hear that
Served
okay?
with homemade ranch dressing. 9.9.
So what it's going to do is it's reading the menu from top to bottom. I've got 3 columns here. So this is where the AI is really going to be important for our users. By the time I get to that 3rd column, usually the user is going to be bored and stop listening at that point. So with the AI, I could ask it specifically what I want to hear instead of reading everything. And again, it's just as simple to do. So I'm going to point at the page, I'll click a button, and then I just need to hold it down to talk to it and ask it my questions. So I'll go ahead and do that again.
Appetizer. Skip 2 lines of unreadable.
Are there any sandwiches on the menu?
The menu includes a variety of sandwiches such as pulled pork, brisket, and turkey.
What are the sides?
The menu includes sides such as baked beans, coleslaw, fries, mac and cheese.
How much is the sliced beef brisket?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand your question. Can you please rephrase it?
How much is the sliced beef brisket?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand your
I think that's the
question.
background noise, but you can see how I can really skip right to the pertinent information, just as if it was like a friend reading the menu to me. I don't have to sit there and listen to the whole thing. I could ask it exactly what I want to hear, so it really interacts with complex reading material pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate our AI on the MyEye now. So as Bali mentioned, the device is going to be able to read print very similarly to how that device did. In addition to all of those other capabilities that she mentioned, there is AI that can interact with our environment. It's called What's in Front of Me. So it is going to be able to tell us what's in front of me and let the user interact with their environment and ask it follow-up questions. So let me wake it up. I'm going to try connecting it to my speaker so you guys can hear it a little bit better. Hey, OrCam, what's in front of me? What's in front of me?
No relevant objects found.
Oop, let me make sure my...
What'd you say?
What's in front of me?
I am listening.
What's in front of me?
No relevant objects found.
Give me 1 second here, guys.
I talked too long, it shut itself off.
I'm not hearing it connect.
I
What?
am listening.
What's in front of me?
No relevant objects found.
I think the background noise is kind of interfering a little bit, so if you guys want to try it, we can demo it. When I did this a few minutes ago before the microphone kind of got involved, it was able to give a pretty thorough description of the room. So it explained that there were tables and chairs in a big seating area. It explained that there was a stage. And then what it allowed me to do is go back and say, question, is there any open seats? And then it was able to say, yes, there are open seats. I could ask where those open seats are, and it explained that they were towards the left side of the room. So it's a really nice additional tool for somebody with a vision loss to be able to interact with their environment and to get more detailed feedback if they're not with another person to kind of explain that information.
Try standing here and try.
Yeah, I can try. I don't think it's like connecting to my app.
Or if it's not connected.
What's in front of me? It should be going now.
A group of people is seated,
There we go.
exiting.
Question, are there any open seats? I think it's just not hearing me. Question, are there any open seats? It's not going.
A woman and a person are in front of you.
What's in front of me?
Two doors, one to the left, and one in the center, and two chairs, one in the center, and one to the right.
There we go. So you guys can hear a little bit of that feedback now. At any point, I could ask it those follow-up questions, get more detailed information. does pretty well at like explaining images and things like that too. So it's a nice tool to add to somebody's toolbox to get a little bit more information about their environment.
And I do apologize with all the noise. It's definitely hearing, it's talking. It's definitely having difficulty hearing the commands. Do we have questions? Because I would love to see how familiar people are with the OrCams, if they've seen the updated devices, tried any of these features. Anyone? What'd you say? What'd you say? Okay. So I will just give a quick synopsis since we're not getting a lot of questions. So really, what differentiates OrCam is a couple of things. We have features that are offline, right? So you can use it on an airplane. You can use it while you're at Epcot. You can use anything, and you can not only just have it read to you, but as Corinne showed with the menu, it can identify key pieces of information like that, right? And you don't have to scan line by line. It's a quick picture. All that, no privacy concerns, no security issues. Lovely. On top of that, the same devices are now able to be connected to a screen, and we didn't have time to do that demonstration, and it can actually magnify, it can change the text to computer font, it can save it as a PDF or audio file, it can even read handwriting, and that's really critical. That would have been nice to show you, so definitely come to our booth. I guess I should mention that. Booth 206, we're happy to show you more lengthy demonstrations so you can see the other features, because the products are really revolutionary. And what we want to do is be able to have one product work with someone throughout their unfortunate continuum of vision loss. So again, thank you for your time. Come see us at booth 206. Corinne and I will be there, and we appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
There are handouts. Last thing, there are handouts of the slides if you want, and it also has a comparison guide of all the different products, which is really helpful when you're. Thank you.